G'day all, I'm Graham Sanders and I live at Townsville, North Queensland. That's where latitude 19 crosses the east coast of Australia. I've been doing a series on pests of native bees, and one has come up that needs clarification. It's called the soldier fly, and people seem to think that this is a serious pest of beehives, and I'm here to show you that's a yes but a no answer. Now, soldier flies are carrion flies. In other words, their maggots come out when stuff is rotting, and I'm going to show you an example of this with a little experiment. You can see here a beehive. Whoops, wrong way. Let's get the magnification backwards. Hang on. How does this bloody thing work? Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. You put up with this for the information. So here's a beehive. Quite strong and okay. And if I just pan across into the sun, you're going to see out of my shadow a pot right next to it. In fact, you'll see two pots right next to it. And what this is waste from making beer. One of my nicknames is craft brewer or brewing guru of North Queensland, and what I make a lot of is this stuff. That's crushed spent grain. I made this beer yesterday, and this has been standing overnight in a pot. Now you'll notice that early morning, yes, there's ants there feeding. I've got a few blowflies running around it, and this will start to rot and ferment. Now, if this was a serious problem, these soldier flies, why aren't the soldier flies hanging around here and infecting this and making it go rancid? Well, the answer is going to be simple, and it's going to relate to the bees in this way. Soldier flies are carrion flies, as I've said. They attack rotting stuff. They don't attack fresh stuff. So, in this mess first thing in the morning, you can see there's not a soldier fly to be seen. And the same applies to any beehive next door. They're not going to be bothered with bees in this beehive, for instance, because nothing is rotting. Now, they do go into beehives when something is wrong and things are starting to rot, but that's secondary. It's like a secondary attack after something else gets in there first, like small hive beetle, phorid flies, cyprid flies. So they are a sign that the hive is gone, not a sign that they're attacking the hive. So we're going to follow this mound of spent grain and see when the phorid flies actually come. So at the moment, just to show you, I can sit there, turn it over, stir up the flies, but there's not a maggot to be seen. But stay tuned. To say was, of course, soldier fly, but it's now a day and a half, and hopefully you can pick this up on that leaf. You can see the first soldier fly has arrived. You can just see him on that leaf there. If I get near close, he'll probably fly off. There he goes. You can see him flying there. I'll pan back. Now you'll notice that the rubbish pile, oh, there's one. There he is. There's another one. See him there on the side of the pot. Now, this rubbish, as you can see here, plenty of flies around, but it's starting to go lactic. You can just get this lactic smell coming to it, and that's the smell of decomposition. A bit of lactic smell, a bit of lactic acid coming off, a bit of alcohol coming off as well. These are the smells that attract soldier flies. You can see there he's buzzing around. That's the first one. It's taken a day and a half before they've arrived, but there's at least two now buzzing around this, and they'll only get more, they will. Yet this beehive unaffected. And another day passes and this is well on its way. I don't know if you can see there on that, there's maggots in there. More importantly, the next wave of flies have arrived, the blue bottle flies. This has got a high lactic smell, and you can see the ants running around the side. They're feeding off fly eggs and larvae as well. The whole thing is now just rotting down. Soldier flies did their job, and we need to sum this up. And what is the danger from this to this hive with soldier flies? And your short answer is no danger at all to an established hive. Let's give you something to look at while we finish up on this. Let's see, get myself roughly in a position where you've got something interesting. There we go. So, what with soldier flies, what are they attracted to? They are not attracted to fresh stuff. They're attracted to the smells of decomposition. Lactic acid, alcohol smells. These are the fermentation smells of something decomposing or rotting, and you don't see them turn up to fresh meat and fresh stuff. So an existing hive like this one has utterly none of these smells coming out of it. So you don't see soldier flies around them. For instance, if you ever do distilling, you will see soldier flies around the distill outlet pipe as the alcohol comes out. They're attracted to that smell. So to an existing hive, not a threat. What about a hive that you open to extract honey? Well, native bee honey ferments a little bit in the pot. That's why it's got that bite. And it's lactic acid from that fermentation because the sugar content's not high enough or dropped to a high enough level quickly. So you get a little bit of lactic ferment and therefore lactic acid, and the smell comes off that. So if you do a honey harvest or break open a hive and damage honey pots, you can get the odd soldier fly turn up to investigate. It might even be turned on enough to lay some eggs. Is it a danger to your hive? No, it's not, because the colony will certainly seal off the hive, and any eggs and larvae that develop, they will quickly get onto and remove it. So the soldier fly is not a pest of any healthy hive, whether it's opened or sealed. However, if you see soldier flies around your hive, that tells you that there's a rotten smell coming out of it and your hive is already gone. They come in after, a day and a half, 2 days after, they come in and finish off the hive because other pests like small hive beetle or forage flies have rotted it down enough already, and then they come in to finish it off. So you see forage flies around your beehive after a honey harvest, don't worry about it. Try that again. If you see soldier flies around your beehive after a honey harvest, don't worry about it. If you see soldier flies around your an established hive, panic like shit. It means that it's already infected and rotting down. Get into it, repair it.